With the Squid Game creator sharing that he has already come up with quite a few ideas for the second season of the show, people want some answers. With all the theories that are going around and all the unanswered questions that the show couldn't address in the first season, fans are more than curious to know what the creator of the show has in store for them. In late January, it was confirmed by Netflix that Squid Game would come back with a second season. The announcement wasn't surprising in the slightest, because Squid Game became Netflix's biggest hit in history, and it was played for 1.65 billion hours in its first 28 days, which means that the show was watched more than anything else Netflix has released. However, it seems like the creator of the show, Hwang didn't think that the show would be successful enough for a second season, and you can't blame him for that either. Considering that he wrote the show in 2009 but was rejected by studios for 10 years, it's safe to say that his expectations for the show were very low. But with all the records that the show broke and all the awards it's won, Netflix not only confirmed a second season, but a third one is already in discussion. Netflix's CEO said, "The Squid Game universe has just begun. We're building those muscles steadily with our consumer products, both like the Squid Game tracksuits, and then we're making a big push on experiences that are mobile and portable." Dong-hyuk also confessed that he's feeling a bit more pressure after the success of the first season. He told Associated Press, "There's been so much pressure, so much demand, and so much love for a second season. So I almost feel like you leave us no choice." At least he confirmed the second season himself, saying, "I will say there will indeed be a second season. It's in my head right now. I'm in the planning process currently, but I do think it's too early to say when and how that's going to happen. So it seems like it will be a while before we get to see what happens to Gi-hun, if his words are anything to go by. Since we first heard about the creation of Squid Game back in 2019, and considering the fact that it took 2 years to wrap everything up and be ready, it's most likely that we won't see a second season until 2023 or even 2024. I guess we'll have to wait for Netflix's confirmation on anything, but let's hope that Dong-hyuk gets the production team back together. Considering the plot of Squid Game, don't expect too many familiar faces in the second season. We're aware that the majority of the characters introduced in the show weren't alive by the last episode, so it will be sort of impossible to bring them back for a second season. That hasn't stopped fans of the show from coming up with the wildest theories about how the characters we saw lose their lives in the games are actually still alive. The main character of the show, Song Gi-hun, is coming back for sure. The last time we saw him, he made it out of the island alive, but was tempted to go back when he saw someone being recruited for the games. There's a chance we might see the other characters in the second season too, but only through Gi-hun's flashbacks, or as Hwang Dong-hyuk said, as the characters' twins. In a recent interview where he was asked if fans would see their favorite characters return in the second season, he said, "No, because most of them are gone, but I'll try something to bring them back to the second season." As for Jung Ho-yeon's character, Kang Se-byuk, he said, "Let's say maybe she has a twin sister, you'll see." When Ho-yeon was told what Dong-hyuk said about her possible return to the show, she laughed and said, "I could change my hair color, I'll get some plastic surgery done as well. That's what we call being dedicated to your job." Ho-yeon herself debunked many theories that the fans had for the show. Firstly, she said that Se-byuk's brother won't enter the game when he grows up so he can avenge the passing of his sister. She said, "My brother shouldn't go there to play. I'm gonna say no for that." She also said that she was happy with her character's ending, therefore putting an end to the rumors that Se-byuk is still alive. Ho-yeon said, "I don't think she might come back. And also guys, I'm so sorry to say this, but I'm very happy to be..." Well, at least she's honest. As for one of the viewers' favorite characters, Detective Hwang Jun-ho, you'll be glad to know that the actor playing him, Wi Ha-jun, is just as curious about his fate on the show. The last time we saw him was when he fell off a cliff after being shot, so people didn't have high hopes about his comeback. But in an interview with Deadline, Ha-jun said that he would love it if his character was alive and wants to be given a chance to get some closure with his brother. He said, "I want to know what happened to him. I want to return alive, find his brother, and ask him tons of questions. As a brother, I would ask him sincerely. I will have to hear why he made certain choices." He also said that he wants his character to explore the behind the scenes of the game some more. Ha-jun shared, "As a detective, I want to explore the overall secrets behind the game as well. I really hope to see Jun-ho come back alive and explore all these questions. I hope to see a more brotherly love side of their relationship as well." Squid Game fans are also expecting the return of Gong Yu's character. Despite the fact that his character didn't have much screen time, people were were excited to see him on screen. He was the most recognizable face in the show because of his leading role in Train to Busan, and realistically, it wouldn't be that hard to bring his character back. Since he was the one that was recruiting the players for the game, we may see him recruit the new characters. I just hope we get more screen time for him though. And when it comes to the plot, it's possible that we may see a similar plot in the second season too, just with new characters and Gi-hun and Junho trying to expose the games and eventually end them. After beating the game and finding out who the creator of Squid Game is, Gi-hun sees other players being recruited and decides to go back. Based on the ending, it seems like Gi-hun is going to go back to the game and do everything to stop it. Gi-hun's actor said, "I have no idea what will happen or the scale of it, but the only thing director Hwang did tell me was that Song Gi-hun is going to be in the show again and he's going to be playing in the arena again. What we're sure of is that the new season will have a darker twist than the first one, if that's even possible. Gi-hun will be faced with a very hard choice that might end with him being the frontman." The creator said, "As for the frontman, who was also a past winner but became a frontman, it's like Darth Vader. Some end up Jedi and some end up Darth Vader, right? I think that maybe Gi-hun will go through a certain critical point where he is put through a test as well." But Dong-hyuk said that he wants to focus on more aspects rather than just the game and the players. He said, "While I was writing season 1, I thought about the stories that could be in season 2 if I get to do one. One would be the story of the frontman. I think the issue with police officers is not just an issue in Korea. We may also see how the employees of the games are hired and chosen. There was a theory going around the internet saying that the color of the card that is presented by Gong-yoo's character determines your role in the game. If you pick blue, you're a contestant, and if you pick red, you're chosen as an employee." Apparently, the theory was interesting enough that director Dong-hyuk said that he may explore it in the next season. Not only that, but he said that he could use the fan theories for the season 2 plots. He was honest as he said, "Since I prefer writing alone, maybe all these ideas on YouTube can function as my writer's room, or maybe I can even ask the fans on social media to give ideas. In the meantime, I will try and think more while I work on films." This doesn't mean that the theory of Oh Il-nam being Gi-hun's father is true though. Ho-young confirmed it herself. But that's not all. One of the plots in season 2 might also be the backstory of Oh Il-nam, the mysterious contestant in the game who is also revealed to be the one who started it all. The director said, "It seems, however, the way how he yearns for the happy moments of his past show how he has lost many things, including his family and his humanity, at the cost of success. If there will be a season 2, we might reveal a little more about his past story." Dong-hyuk has a lot of ideas of what the show could cover over the next season. He confessed, "I could also go into the story of that recruiter in the suit who plays the game of dakji with Gi-hun and gives him the card in the first episode. And of course, we could go into Gi-hun's story as he turns back and explore more about how he's going to navigate through his reckoning with the people who are designing the games." This is where we get to the bad news though. The last time Dong-hyuk spoke about the writing process of the second season, he said that he hasn't even begun writing it. He said, "I'm just still brainstorming and collecting the ideas for season 2. I haven't even started with the writing yet." Let's just hope he starts writing soon, because considering everything he has thought so far, the second season might be even better than the first. The possibilities are endless. What are your expectations for the second season of Squid Game? Share them in the comments, and thank you so much for watching. Bye!